You look great. You look fine. You look fabulous. Hey, hi guys. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Listen. 2020 has been hard on everyone. I wanted to say I'm here. I hear you. I'm here for you. And I wanted to write a song that put the two most different things in my life right next to each other. It's a parody. It's a parody. It's a ditty that's a parody. You get it. Star Trek and 2020. Because in my opinion, 2020 could use a lot more Star Trek. Okay? So, I wondered what would happen if I put them together. A long, long time ago, or at least it feels that way, 2020 just began. I was young and starry-eyed. My dreams were big and my hopes were high. I was so prepared, I had a plan. But this year was full of villains. 2020 keeps trying to kill us. There's so much to stress about, and my heart burns acting out. I can't remember the last time that I watched the news and didn't cry. Empathy is in short supply in this confusing time. So my, this should all be sci-fi. If our lives were episodic, we would be just fine. If good old Gene saw our world in decline, he'd say, give this year a massive rewrite. Take it to the Enterprise. Beam me up and start anew. Transporters ready right on cue to pandemic planet Earth. But never fear, remember when our crew lost their minds to a pathogen and infected the whole ship through sweaty palms. Well, Sulu, he fought with a sword. Riley sang and Spock was torn. Kirk started to slip, and for no reason it sure would rip. So let's make bones, fix this quarantine, shuttle down to Earth with the same vaccine, and he'd cure this COVID-19 in this confusing time. So my, this should all be sci-fi. If our lives were episodic, we would be just fine. If good old Gene saw our world in decline, he'd say, give this year a massive rewrite. Take it to the Enterprise. Who knew what this year would bring? Impeachment was a summer fling, and we all worshipped the Tiger King. Every day there's more to grieve, like that episode Shore Leave, when the worst thing you imagine becomes real. There's a white rabbit to keep the time, and Alice wasn't far behind. Kirk wanted answers fast, but Finnegan kicked his ass. So what if we could do the same? Imagine peace and hope again, and dream up love instead of pain in this confusing time. So my, this should all be sci-fi. If our lives were episodic, we would be just fine. If good old Gene saw our world in decline, he'd say, give this year a massive rewrite. Take it to the Enterprise. I'm wishing for a happy end when we sit on the bridge with all our friends and laugh about something dumb. It's not about the victories, the policies or enemies, 'cause we know there's much more work to be done. And there'll be a day real soon, the dust will settle, we'll be immune. This won't be forever, and we'll be back together. So before the credits fly, we'll give 2020 one more try. And thank you for the enterprise in this, our Star Trek lives. So my, this should all be sci-fi. If our lives were episodic, we would be just fine. If good old James saw our world in decline, he'd say give this year a massive rewrite. Take it to the Enterprise. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have to take this. Katina. Thanks, guys. You did what?